I said I was going to do a video on a discussion on ways in which we can make it easy for ourselves to understand the concept of an uncreated being, i.e., God. What the title of this discussion is going to be? How I can make it easy for myself to accept concepts which are alien to me. Now, a lot of people that nowadays just believe in the Big Bang and evolution, and that's how everything came about. There is no creator, there is no God, there were no angels. It's like in that, I don't know if you've ever seen the film Karina, and the it's about this girl who has who's looked after by her mother dies, and her father employs this nanny, if you like, to look after her, and this woman is played by Whoopi Goldberg, and I think this woman has sort of religious leanings, while her father, but she's trying to influence the girl to accept spiritual matters, while her father is trying to bring her up as an atheist, and he says to this girl, Ray Liotta. No, is it Ray Liotta? Is it? I think. I think it might be Ray Liotta who's playing this fellow. I'm not sure though what the actor's name is. It might be Ray Liotta. I'm not sure. But it was the same actor who played the character Henry in Goodfellas, the film Goodfellas, about the mafia. Anyway, he's saying to his daughter in one scene, he's saying, at heaven, the angels, it's just something that people make up, so that they don't have to feel sad or bad anymore. That's when someone dies, because according to the atheist tradition, when you die, that's it. That's the end, because there can't be any more life. Your life has been extinguished, and you can't live on, because it's impossible. But the girl says, "What's wrong with that?" Well, the thing is, and no atheist is completely sure that there is no God. They can't, because you can't prove that there isn't. They can't prove. They can't. They say there's no God, but they can't prove it. They can try and prove there's God, that there's no God, by, but in terms of logic, that they say there can't be a God. Logically speaking, the logic teaches that there's no God. It's like this evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins. According to him, if you think logically, there's no God, because the universe that we live in can't have been created, because if you say it was, you're only bringing up the question of who created the creator. But I'll show why that doesn't. I'll show why that. I'll give reasons why that line of reasoning doesn't work. The thing is that he thinks that the reason why you believe in God is because of your mind playing tricks on you. It's because everything that you can see in the world around you, in the universe around you, has the appearance of having been designed, but it's not been designed. According to him, everything's designoid. It's like this mobile phone that I'm speaking into now was designed, but this face that's speaking into it was what he would call designoid. It has the appearance of having been designed, it's not been. It's just evolved. So that's what Richard Dawkins says. And but I think personally that logic teaches that there is a God. And I'll go into various reasons why this is the case. But one is that the human species is one of the most creative species on Earth. I mean, have a look at things. Have a look at if you look out for your window. You can see the houses that we've built, the cars that we've designed, and you can see all human handiwork when you look out the window. As soon as you look out of your window, and when you go outside, you can see even more of it. Well, being as we've created so much. But by Dawkins' very own line of reasoning, the question would have to be raised as to who created us. Another is that scientists have all manner of theories about what was the causation of the big bang, this event that's. There's two main theories about how the universe came to exist. One is a Big Bang theory, and the other is a steady state theory. And the steady state theory, according to the steady state theory, the universe has always existed in some form or another. It hasn't always existed in the same form it's existing today, but it has always existed in some form or another. The other theory, the Big Bang, that states that everything exploded out of a singularity, and it's all still the evidence of that is that the universe has been shown to be still expanding. Well, the thing is, so the scientists have never come to a unanimous decision as to what caused this Big Bang in the first place. So how this event came to take place. I mean, I read about it in this computer magazine years ago, and it said. According to that, the whole universe exploded out of a tiny particle smaller than an atom. Well, but prior to that occurring, there was nothing there whatsoever. But there's never no one has ever really claimed to know how the universe came into existence. It's never no theory. It's all just theories that scientists come up with, and none of it has ever been proven. and the most logical, the most logical. So remember, we were having a conversation with a man. Me and my mum and dad were having this conversation about this with a man on the back seat on the way home from some trip, and this man was either an agnostic or an atheist. And the reason for his stance, for his anti-God stance, was like he'd known some children who'd been burned to death. They were playing in matches, and they were burned to death, but they weren't overcome by smoke first. And he was saying, if there's a God, how come he'd allow that to happen? Well, the thing is, people blame God for all sorts of mishaps, don't they, that go on in life? But the thing is that I think before the physical universe existed, a spiritual realm had to exist, and only someone with a tremendous amount of power, unfathomable to the human mind, could be capable of creating a universe. And there are ways to understand this. I just read an article on the official website of a certain religious group. I'm not going to say which religious group it was, and it was written by a man who joined that religion, and he'd previously been a male witch, and he actually had a relationship with the demons, and he knew that demons had power. There was one that a demon gave him the ability to foretell the future, the ability to know how events were going to unfold before they actually unfolded. For instance, he knew someone was going to die before it was common knowledge that they were going to die, or he knew someone was going to get pregnant before it was common knowledge that was going to happen, because this demon had given him foresight into the future. And he also had the power to cast spells over other people, so that if he wished for someone to become sick, that they would. And it's like people who've become they say that some people have become famous by means of but by these sorts of means, by using the power of the demons. I mean, the pop singer Katy Perry actually openly admitted to having sold her soul to the devil, and they say there's all the satanic imagery, the music videos, and I'm not saying that's definitely she did. I'm not saying that's definitely the case, because I don't want to get sued, but she did say in an interview that she has sold her soul to the devil. That came straight from the horse's mouth. No, and she can't deny saying that, so she can't sue anyone for saying that she said that, because she did. But you have to think that these demons have powers, but there was somebody who existed prior to that to them, who has infinitely greater power, the power to create an entire universe. And this being, it's something beyond the human, beyond the human, what the human mind can comprehend. There are some things that are beyond what the human mind can comprehend. I mean, you can look at it another way. We can't remember a time when we didn't exist. We know we know there was. We're fully aware that there was a time when we didn't exist because we know historical facts. We know what's happened. But before we were here, and we know people who were older than us. We know they're older than us, but we know they must have existed before we did because they're older than us. But we still can't remember a time when we didn't exist. The creator of the universe can't remember a time when he didn't exist because there never, for the simple reason that there never has been a time when he hasn't existed. He knows everything because he was here before the rest of us. It sounds simple, but it's still difficult to understand. But that's a simple way. That's a simple explanation of it anyway. Right. So I've said all the ways in which we can make it easier for ourselves to accept concepts which are alien to us, and to put it in a nutshell, it simply requires faith. I mean, all these scientists like Richard Dawkins and so forth, they can't prove that there is no God, or so actually, somewhat that. There's a guy that I've mentioned in my videos previously, who does this public preaching, and he highlighted a good way of a way that you can. So this woman was arguing with him, and she was saying, how do we know that it's all been created? Where we were because we weren't here. Well, one argument, the argument that he responded to was, if you find a painting, but you wouldn't conclude that there was no painter because you weren't there when it was being painted, would you? So that's, we can see God's handiwork around us everywhere. We can't see another big argument that atheists use against there being a God is how come he's never made himself known to us? How come he's never appeared to us? Well, the answer is just because you can't see something doesn't mean to say that you can't see the results of it being there. You can't see the wind, but you can see the leaves on the trees being blown back and forth by it. You can't see electricity, but your phone is charged by by electricity, and and if you're watching this, you can see my face because of the electricity that your phone, or if you're watching it on your TV, you can see it on there because of the electricity that the TV is using as power. So there's all sorts of things that we can't see, but we know that they must be there because of the evidence. And it's simply foolish to deny the evidence of God that we can see everywhere we go. But some people still choose to do that because they see it as being unscientific. Because they see the concept of a God as being unscientific. But is it really?